Hello, it's lovely to see you again. It's Andrew here at Life and Pig Row, and today we're going to be looking at how we're going to feed the birds over winter. And it's important that we do feed the birds over winter, even if you have chickens. If you have chickens, we're going to look at how you can keep your chickens isolated during avian bird flu, but also how to keep the birds out. So why should we feed the birds over winter? Well, birds play a really important role in any ecosystem. You've got to remember, these are the things that will come into your garden, even on a windy day, and they'll take away all those nasty pests. You know, I've seen on a plum tree for it to be riddled with green fly, and within a few days the blue tits have come in and the cold tits, and they've completely decimated the green fly and eat them. So, you know, keep care of your birds. And we just use these feeders. Great, aren't they? Look at them. You can buy these quite cheap. The last year's, this one's about 10 years old. Yes, the plastic is not as great as it used to be, but you know, it does its job. And now we're going to fill a few, okay? So get yourself some bird feed, the right bird feed for the right bird feeder. You can get fat balls, different type of bird feeder. We're just going for an all-purpose wild bird mix. And you can use a funnel if you want, but if you just make a slit in the bag, and then all you need to do, and it doesn't matter if I spill any because the birds will come in here and have them. And that's the bird feeder full, and then it's just a matter of popping on the lid, and you can hang it from a hook. I'm going to show you how we hang it in a moment, but first let's have a look at our chickens. So, avian bird flu, what is it? Well, it's a virulent flu that unfortunately kills these beautiful creatures, and if you've got a run and it's covered with netting, you really should get some of this. This is scaffold netting that builders use. It's really fine, lets in the wind and the air, lets in the rain, but more importantly, does not let birds in. So wild birds can't get in. So when avian flu is around in the UK, this must be on and the birds must stay under cover. You're doing it because, well, you love them, don't you? You grow to have a bond with them and you don't want them to die horribly and painfully. So invest in some of this. I think 50 metres of this cost us just short of £20, including all of these, which are the tags, and then we covered the run. Did you see that? Within seconds, I split a little bit, and the robin came in, so I thought I'll put a little bit down there. I'm trying to train it to go in my hand, because it's either it's father or mother. I can't remember. Yeah, father. It's going to be father, isn't it? Either it's father or it's grandfather. Used to do that when we first came to the garden. He used to land in my hand after a few months of kind of me just holding it out, and he'd feed from my hand. And it's wonderful. It really is lovely to see nature close up like that. So here we are, bird feeder. We brought it down. I'm going to show you how to tie it up. I like using string. I store my string in a lovely old tin. There it is, all nice and dry. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my string. There's my string. I'm going to cut quite a long length on it. I'll show you why when I tie it onto what I'm going to tie it onto, and it's then a matter of just cut. There's my string, go like that, make it into a doubled up loop, get that, you're watching, and through it goes. Hopefully it doesn't blow away, and there it is, I've got it attached. And now I'm going to show you what I'm going to attach it to. This is one of our old posts from the garden we moved in. for the washing line. We saved it, we reused it. It was the only post that hadn't completely rusted through, and we thought it would be a shame to get rid of it, because what we can do is we can tie this on like so. Yes, it blows around in the wind. But there we go, and I'm going to put the other one on the other side, and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. And that'll stay up all winter, but the reason I'm doing that is if that was hung up like that, they have a tendency to fall off. But at this height, it means when I come to refill them up, it's just a matter of doing that, and I'm not struggling, you know, to get it in. I'm not having to then re-tie it on. It's at a nice height for the birds. There's just water down here, which I'm going to show you afterwards. But, you know, isn't that wonderful? Birdies will be coming in soon. Yes! So those are wonderful feeders, both full up. And how long will this last? Well, how long's a piece of string? This could all be gone by the end of today if the birds really move in, or it could last weeks. But just at the foot, if you go down from it, there you are. Just a tray full of water and some stones. And the great thing about that is birds can come in, have some water, and then fly off. Have you ever heard the saying, a watched pot never boils? Likewise, a watched bird feeder never attracts any birds. But the minute I turn my back on this, within the next 10 minutes, I know I'm going to find a myriad of birds, because they know this is where I feed them from, and they also know this is where the water is as well. So even when the bird feeders are empty over the summer, they come for the water. But as I said, we're watching and they won't come. I can hear them. You can hear them just going twitter, twitter, twitter nearby, waiting for me to leave. So I'm right behind the house now, and finally I'm going to end with this bird feeder, and this bird feeder means a hell of a lot to me. This was my dad's bird feeder. My dad passed away in 2018, suddenly, without any warning, no illnesses, came as a shock, and in the final year before he died, he gave me this. So this is really special for me, even though it's rusted and it's probably past its sell by date, and it's probably not that expensive bird feeder. To me, it is absolutely priceless. So this hangs right by the back door. And that's it for this week from Life on Pig Row. I hope you take time to feed the birds. They need you, and you want them to be in your garden. So until next time, it's goodbye from me at Life on Pig Row. Looking forward to seeing you next Saturday. And don't forget, if you're just passing through, subscribe. Bye bye.